Hello and welcome to another video from the only channel that you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And I just came across some wild edibles. I knew this was here. This dead looking thing is a Tomatillo or Husk tomato or ground cherry or something. And they're all about the same. Some of them are real tiny, some of them are really big, and you never know what you're going to get. But I just thought this was a regular ground cherry because that's what's really popular around here. And they get about maybe this big, and then by the time you peel off the little lantern thing, you get something about the size of a cherry. But I didn't see any on it this year, and then all the leaves fell off, and I was really disappointed because I've been cutting the grass around it and everything. But I noticed these little things just laying here, and it actually produced fruit. Let's see here, I'll get you some that's in the husk still. These things kind of taste like just a green tomato. Oh, I don't know how good this thing is at focusing up close. We'll put it right there, see if you can see that. But anyways, it's got that little, well, they call them hanging lanterns, but it's got a little bitty husk around the outside, just like a tomatillo that you get at the grocery store. They just taste like green tomatoes. And I actually planted a bunch of these things out here, but it was some seeds from China, and I came to find out later that any seeds you purchase from China or fake or dead. They may actually be tomatillo seeds or ground cherry seeds, but they never produce. Nothing you get from overseas produces. That one's rotted, but look at, you can see the little seeds in it, just like a tomato. Okay, so we'll knock that nastiness off of here, and we'll thank FEMA for the sound effects coming out of my woods, because after Hurricane Katrina, FEMA came down here and built a firing range and an emergency management station. So we're very blessed to have a constant reminder that America is protecting us. Okay, here we go. I guess I should, let me just see if I can turn this up to my regular face position so I don't have to break my back looking at y'all. Hey, I really like this tripod. I need to do a video just about my tripod. Okay, here I am. I'm gonna eat some wild edibles and maybe not die. These have been sitting out a while. I came by and tasted one the other day. It just tastes like green tomato. That one actually tasted, they taste kind of sweet. It's like a halfway between a tomato and some other kind of fruit. I don't even know. Get a few more. Oh, grapes. It tastes like grapes. A combination of grapes and tomato. That one's halfway rotted, so we'll taste that one just to see if it tasted like it's fermenting or if it's just getting gross. Yeah. I'll let you see it. See, it's already, the seeds are just starting to mush out of it. Just tomato that time. But anyways, they're out there, and you can just pick them up and eat them. They're not going to make you sick. You can eat a whole, you'd have to eat an awful lot of them to get sick, and it's just like anything else. If you eat a lot of fruit from the grocery store, it'll make you sick. But that's ground tomatoes or ground cherries, husk tomatoes, tomatillos. And you know, the fact that these things come up wild makes me believe that if you could get them started, it would be better than growing tomatoes, because I've never had tomatoes just keep coming back year after year. These always do. I mean, I've only had a few of them out here in these woods, but you know, when I'm walking through the woods, usually I'll come across one of them. If you look at these things, they really are all the same. People that eat tomatillos on a regular basis may not even know what a ground cherry is, and may not even eat them because they think there's something different. And it's vice versa. People who forage may know what a ground cherry is, but have never ever seen a tomatillo. Tomatillos, ground cherries, husk tomatoes are all in the tomato family, but they're not like tomatoes. Like if you've ever walked past a tomato plant, you always want to reach down and rub your fingers through it and then sniff your fingers because it's got that real wild, herbal, strange smell to it. These things don't have any smell like that. I've heard people say that tomatillos are a tomato substitute, but I mean, you can use them for that. You can use anything to substitute for anything. But tomatillos don't taste like tomatoes so much as they taste like green tomatoes. There's one that doesn't have a husk that's called a black nightshade, and you can eat that. But it's one of those things that supposedly it looks like deadly nightshade. Although I've never seen deadly nightshade in my life, so I don't think it grows around, or at least not where I live. But the pictures I've seen of deadly nightshade look a little bit different than the regular black nightshade that you can eat. And even the black nightshade is supposed to be poisonous if you don't wait for it to ripen. So, you know, if you see the husk on it, the paper that surrounds these things, then you know you're safe. Here's what tomatillos can look like, and I've seen them way bigger than this. You're never going to find anything like that growing in the wild, at least not in the United States, not that I know of. They're always going to be really small, but I've never seen any as small as the ones I just picked. If you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.